Okay, so thank you very much for a great Passive House Canada conference so far, and we are glad to talk about 475 for a little bit for everybody online joining us from all throughout Canada. So yeah, we're wrapping up the last day of the Passive House Canada conference here in Vancouver. And we'll get right into it, talking about 475. So we are, in a lot of cases, sort of a one-stop shop for high performance or passive house building components. And this kind of, hexagon here is just demonstrating a lot of the materials that we've got all throughout Canada and the US. So you can see there's a bit of a theme here. We've got envelope materials, so air and vapor control from Pro Clima, insulation. We've got skylights from Fakro and Lamilux too, which are Passive House certified components. And then, every great envelope needs a set of lungs as well. So we've got Brink ventilation ERVs and HRVs with GHT preconditioners, which we'll have Gabby talk about a little bit, who's the Brink general manager joining us from California for this entire conference. So I'll really quickly dive into the Pro Clima system first. So we're quite well known for Pro Clima at this point. We've been distributing it to North America since 2011. And it is a high-performance tape and membrane system that's manufactured in Germany. And this slide right here, it kind of demonstrates some aspects of the system. So we've got exterior WRBs, liquid applied air barriers for, trickier spots, comes in handy on a lot of retrofits and things like that. And then once you, connect things up with tape and sealants, you've got a pretty nice airtight envelope that's also vapor open or vapor variable to allow moisture to get through those wall and roof assemblies. So I will quickly go over to this mock-up here, just kind of go through some of the materials that we do have. So we're quite well known for the Intello membrane, which is a smart vapor barrier. So this is something that has the ability to either be vapor open or vapor closed. And what kind of dictates this vapor variability is optimizing of the drying potential within the wall. So in a lot of these airtight buildings, you want to make sure that there's also some type of vapor management within the building envelope to ensure that that moisture can get out. And this is something that Intello will do in pretty much any climate in Canada. And we're quite well known for our gaskets as well, which you can see here. And then I can't unfortunately flip it, or I'll give it a shot quickly. But just taking a look at our exterior membranes as well. So yeah, these are vapor open monolithic membranes that are used both on the roof and the wall. And this detail we actually see quite a bit in sort of these more high performance builds where you've got this continuity from the roof assembly on the outside kind of going all the way down the wall. Just helps make sure that things stay continuous there. So I briefly talked about a lot of the products that we've got, but we're also very well known for the knowledge resources that we have for the high-performance building community. So if you take a look on our website, 475.supply at any time, you'll see that actually the bulk of the website is dedicated to the knowledge resources that we have. So you'll see that we've got quite a few blog posts, tailored towards not just architects, but builders as well. So we've got a great product consultant, Nick, in Asheville, North Carolina, who has a lot of experience with carpentry, and he's kind of utilizing that knowledge that he's gained to help with, essentially buildability details for these high-performance buildings. So yeah, we've got blog posts on, just general building science and constructability, just to, try and make passive house and high performance as simple as possible in kind of the capacity that we can. So one of the knowledge resources that we're kind of best well known for as well are these ebooks, which is highlighted in this slide here. So, these are 60 to 70 page documents that have a whole bunch of different tried and true details that have been used on high performance buildings all throughout North America for pretty much any construction methodology that you would see in North America as well. So we've got an ebook for historic masonry retrofits, we've got an ebook for double stud walls and Larson truss walls, and this is meant to be a really great design aid for the architects and builders so that they can really hash out the details that help to make these buildings not only more airtight but also more resilient and durable. And they're also available for free on the website. So you can download these PDF versions and CAD versions, and you've got access to them forever. So I'll quickly touch on this topic of smart vapor control, or vapor variability as well, just because it's kind of very important to the whole philosophy around 475 and what we believe in terms of high performance yet durable buildings. So this is just essentially highlighting how the membrane works, being more vapor closed in the wintertime, acting like a traditional vapor barrier, but then opening right up if there are days or weeks when there's high humidity, just to make sure that it stays out of the walls. So I'm going to pass it over really quickly to Gabby, who is going to talk about this lovely Brink unit that we've got up here as well.
All right, hello, Gabby Jang. I am the Brink team manager. We have a Brink unit, a 225 ERV at our booth, so come check it out. For those of you joining virtually, we have a lot of resources online, and you can reach out to the Brink team, brink at 475.supply with any questions. There's a quote request form, so we can create a design and a quote tailored to your project. So happy to work with you early on in the design phase, design development, recommending where to place the unit, options for ducting, kind of to help devise strategies for the best installation of the unit. But one thing that's key is picking top performing unit. So we have the Brink from the Netherlands unit available here in Canada, stocked here in Canada with a full distribution system. The units, they've been, Brink invests heavily in R&D, so they've been improving over time, and this is the latest series. It's the Flare series. It's going to have the latest technology. Easy to maintain, one screwdriver maintenance, as you can see, opening up the door here to access the filters. Homeowners, one crucial element is changing filters on time, so we make that very easy. Just filter indicator, email notifications for changing filters. You change those out, the unit's going to be lasting a long time. The fans, so 4 different sizes, as you can see on the slide here, but also just want to highlight what makes it high performance are all the components are the latest technology. So that's going to be ECM fans. Those use very low energy and then ramp up as needed. What's going to tell the fans to ramp up is going to be the vane anemometers at the ends of the fans. That's going to tell the unit if there's additional static pressure, either caused by the ductwork or even filters getting dirty. The unit's going to, the fans are going to ramp up, and you can, so that you always get the airflow that you programmed into the unit. It'll also balance the airflows, which increases the efficiency. We have a top performing core. We have automatic bypass and a built-in intelligent preheater turns on when needed. So very robust unit, insulated core, airtight core, which means very little leakage. And these units are tested both by the Passive House Institute certified, so you can see the efficiencies. Third-party testing is very crucial. And then we also tested some of the units with to get HVI certification, so that's another third-party testing. The 225 is HVI certified, ERV here. this shows the home run distribution system that we supply, have fully in stocked in Canada here. Providing you don't have to use our ducting system, but we do provide a full kit, and from the design, create that takeoff so everything can be delivered on site. Everything you need is there. It reduces installer errors. We tell you the number of ducts to bring to each space. As you can see, there's an optional GHT preconditioning system, which I'll talk about in the next slide. But yeah, this shows just some of the features, including the ability to connect it to the internet to log and track data. You don't have to have that, as the units are meant to be set and forget it. But this is the GHT geothermal preconditioner. I just wanted to touch on because it's great for cold climates, in that you could install this before the unit, take advantage of the geothermal steady state of the earth, and precondition the air, which